For this lesson number 3, I'm going to review a little bit, and we're going to learn a lot of new chords. If you think maybe I'm talking too fast, some of you might think I'm adding too much for one lesson, but it'd be a good idea just to pause the video at any point and practice anything you want to, and then come back to it and add some more, because I'm going to show you a whole bunch in this lesson number 3. We know C, E, G, C, E, G, C, E, G makes a C chord, and when you play a left hand C, E, G, C, E, G, C, E, G, followed by a right hand C chord after each sound from the left hand, we know that's a way to gradually get used to the idea of playing with both hands. And of course you can make that C chord like that. You can also do this, just one finger, just a C chord or a C note, G note with the left hand, C note, G note, C note, G note, C note, G note, followed by a right hand C chord. Now we're going to do a D chord. This is a C. Here's the D. D, that's an F sharp and an A. D, E, F, G, A. So there's the A, F sharp, and D. This is called an F sharp. A black note is called a sharp if it's to the right of a note. It's called a flat if it's to the left of the note. So we could also call this G flat. We can call it F sharp. We can call this one G sharp, A flat. The black notes take on the same name as the note to their left or right, depending on a lot of things. We won't worry about why sometimes it's a F sharp or a G flat or a G sharp or an A flat. We just remember that usually what I call this usually F sharp. That's where that is, okay? And we're going to do a D note, an F sharp note, an A note. Those 3 notes make a D chord. And you could do that with the D. Now we're going to do the E chord. Here's the E note. There's the, call it A flat. B, E, A flat, B. So that's the E chord. We know the F chord, F, A, C. We know the G chord, G, B, D. Now I'll get my head back out of the way and we'll do the A chord. A is the A note, A, B, C, C sharp. E, that's an A chord. Remember the A minor that we learned earlier, but an A chord is there, and a B, B like in boy, B, and a E flat, and a F sharp. And notice with my right hand I'm using the little finger to play what's known as an octave. Here's a B down here and a B up here with the other notes of the B chord. I can do it with the A chord. There's the A note, and these 2 notes that make up the A chord, and I'm going to add that in there with it. I'm just doing that. Once you know where the notes are that make up the chord, figure out whatever your rhythm is. That's a G chord. G, B, D. We learned that, right? We're adding another G note, and we're adding that little note right there, the E note. This is a G, this is a G, 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 because it's G, B, D, D, what am I doing here? That's B, B, D, G, G, B, D, B, D, G, D, G, B. It's all G chord, okay? Now we're going to learn one other quick thing here before we bring this into an end. C chord, we're going to start with the C note. We'll do it up here where you can see it better. C, B, A, G, C, B, A, G, C, B, A, G. Now, we're going to do that with the left hand over here. I'm going to play a right hand C chord after each one of those. So you can learn that. With the G chord, it would be, which is G, F sharp, E, D, and a G chord right after each one of those sounds with the left hand. And if I do it down here at this end of the piano, that'll give you some things to practice. Remember, just stop the tape, practice some stuff, or watch it again, practice some things, because you learned a whole bunch in this third lesson. Now you know C chord, D chord, E chord, F chord, G chord, A chord, B chord, C chord. And next lesson we'll learn some more chords and some more riffs.